Good morning. It's Learning with Miss G, and I'm here for another Tipful Tuesday. Put in the music. Put in my theme music. Put in my theme music. Yeah. So today we're going to focus on counting. So I know we have a lot of age groups here, but my main focus for today is just counting in general, from ages from, let's say, we can start from one to about 11 elementary school students. So we have our preschool students, then we also have kindergarten, our pre-K, then you have first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. So we're going to be doing all those ages, but we're just working specifically on counting. And then certain days I'm going to focus on different age groups. So like next week our main focus will probably be pre-K and up till first grade. Well, let's do kindergarten. Pre-K up to kindergarten, and then the next week it'll be from first grade to second grade, then the other one third, fifth. So everybody get a little touch. So when we just like, oh Miss, you doing all this stuff for the preschool kids, you about to help the older ones out? I got you. So first off, we're gonna make sure your child is ready and make sure you guys are ready and some helpful tips to help you with counting. First thing first, if you don't know how to count, use some items that you got at home. We just celebrated either Halloween or a fall festival, so you got a lot of candy. And we still got a lot of candy left over, but I need to come get this candy because they ain't about to eat all this candy. So like say with your gummy bears, you got a pack of gummy bears, right? Okay, gotta see that's good. Okay, this table clean. So, if you see your gummy bears, I got a lot of stuff on my table. But anywho, we're focusing on the gummy bears. So we have some gummy bears here. And also I have these counters, but we want to focus on the gummy bears. So out of that pack of gummy bears, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can you see 6, 7, 8. So you had 8 gummy bears in your packs of your candy. Okay, so see, like we had those gummy bears in our package. So we have different colors. You can also kind of figure out what color you have, and your parents, that you all can also try to help them identify different colors if they don't know the colors. Counting, color recognition, item recognition. This is a gummy bear, a bear. What sound does the bear make? Roar! Yeah, like all those different things help with your child when they're learning. So we had a yellow one, got an orange one. So we're done with the candy for now, but that's just a tip that you guys can use. Use what you have at home, like use cereal, use candy, use items in their room, use the people in the house. Count the people in the house, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And then say, oh, who's in the house? Like then you identify them. You helping them broaden their vocabulary, and you're helping them count all at the same time, because they're counting the people that's in here. And like say, oh, if someone leaves, if they were taken away, or like subtraction. I'm not taking away like passing or nothing, but take away as far as subtraction. If you take something away and then adding, someone coming or you're adding to the family, that's a good way to reference, so students will be able to understand how to add and subtract. Multiply, skip counting. That's a great way to start with multiplication. So say if we said 2 times 2. Oh, my little thing is broke. 2 times 2, 4. Skip counting. 2, 4. But say if you had some other sets of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 times 4, 2 blocks. And you're multiplying it 4 times will give you what? 8. So we had 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's the way we can skip count. Okay, say if we had a set of, move those out there. Okay, so you might not know. Multiplying by 1 is the same number. So 1, we have 1, 2. Put this on so you can see. So we got 1, 2, 3. Ooh, my little brown one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm supposed to have 10. Oh, 10. So we're counting by ones, but we counted to 10. Now say we're skip counting by, you have twos, you can either skip count by ones, your even and your odd numbers. It's all different ways to count. So you want to make sure that your child is understanding how to count. Maybe if they're touching items, touching like the cereals, touching blocks, maybe they don't have the actual counting blocks. They can also do it with cereal, they can do it with people, they can do it with paper, they can do it with crayons, all kind of items they can use in order for them to count and kind of understand how to count and count to a certain number. So say if you wanted to start off counting 1 to 10, cool. Then you can start off 1 to 20, 1 to 30, and so on and so forth till you get to 100. Then start with the skip counting. You could do 2s, 3s, 4s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like for the 5th graders and those 3rd graders, you should be starting with your multiplication problems as well as division. It's good for you to understand your skip counting, so you just won't be counting, by ones, trying to get to 20, trying to get to 100. But you should be able to learn how to count the ones. So if you can count by ones, that's a good way. And there's no harm, no foul if you do still count on your fingers and you might be a little bit older. But like I tell my students, get to the answer. Make it happen. Get to the answer. If you got to use your fingers, if you have to use paper, nothing wrong with that. Just get that answer. So sometimes we do like a Russian roulette with our multiplication and division problems, as well as our addition and subtraction. And with that, it's helping them be more repetitions when they see those numbers. Because when they get older, they're going to see that and they have to do like formulas and all kind of stuff. Just crazy. But you want to make sure they'll be able to count, like counting by 20s. Because when you get money, you're going to have to learn how to count by 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, 25 cent, what is it, 100. Ben Franklin's. Yeah. Big hundreds, mama, everything I want. Sorry, I just be breaking out the song when I be thinking of stuff. But yes, you want to make sure your child is able to count money. Be able to count, if they're going to the store, counting back. That's a good one. We're going to be working on that soon. Maybe the end of the month, we're going to be working like with some money, some moolah. Just give me my money. Yay! But this tip, I know it's kind of long, but I just want to focus on counting. Get your child familiar with counting. Scholars, I want you guys to count. Even if you start being stingy, count stuff. Count from ones, count from twos, count from threes, count from fours, count from fives, and your tens, and sixes, and so on and so forth. We just want to get familiar with counting. Skip counting is like when you have a set and you're counting it up. So if we're counting by threes, be 3, then the other one will be 6, then 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. So I'm gonna stop there. But I can keep going on and on and on. But you have to just practice. Practice makes perfect. And even if your child may have a different learning style, try to see what you can incorporate with them to help them kind of grasp the concept. Like I said, they may not have the building blocks, but they may have like candy, or if you want to help tip, fruit, or some chips, or a snack, or anything. Cars, count the cars. If they got a video game, Roblox, and they got money on Roblox. I think they do have money on Roblox, ain't it? The Robux. They need to learn how to count them Robux. So when it's time for them to get other stuff like the houses, or build the houses, or build a town, they'll still have that money, and they still have the concept on what they need and how much and how less they need to get. All right, that's me. That's all we have for today. But yeah, I love you guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave it down in the comments so I can get back to you and we can get this thing going and I can help out as best as I can. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Peace. Okay, parents. this is a message for you guys. Okay, even though your child is still learning how to count, break it up into little sections. So like, say if your main goal is to focus the count from 1 to 100, start with 1 to 20, then 1 to maybe 30, then 1 to 50, 1 to 75, then 1 to 100. Just so it won't be so much like be too much at once. So you want to make sure you're breaking things up, because sometimes kids' attention span is short. So break it up into little segments. So we also have some circles here where you can also help them with identifying different shapes as well as those numbers. Like I said, using those items, use what you got at home. Alrighty. So I hope this helps. Hope this is a helpful tip. And like I said, if you have any questions, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll get back to you. Love y'all. Bye.